I thought I'd do a video about something specific. You've clicked on the title. This is like a part of the new house that we bought. So this is like a sofa, and yeah, I wanted to make a kind of like really cool furniture with metal and plywood, but everybody went crazy, and then I wanted a Western sofa, and nobody agreed about that either. So yeah, but it's worked out really well. It wasn't cheap, but look, anyway, I want to talk about the topic of the video. So today's topic is another video that's directed at someone who's new to China, who's coming in for the first time, and someone like who I was. It's not, you know, aimed at someone who's particularly stupid. I'm not that patronizing or arrogant. It's just aimed at your regular person. Now, the other day I went to an English competition to be a judge, and it was pretty good. It was a well-paid thing. You can hear birds in the background. There's a garden just there. It's really lovely. But yeah. Anyway, I went to a English competition, and there's a lot of teachers there, you know, and a lot of teachers from universities and different kinds of people, and they were all very friendly to me. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to like be very open to getting someone's WeChat if somebody wants to add me as a WeChat contact or whatever. And I just realized, like, if I had have said no to meeting people and getting their WeChat contacts previously, I wouldn't have had like so many different opportunities. And yeah, it's amazing how this person leads you to that person, leads you to this person. Networking is not something that people in Australia or people in America have not heard of. Like, I'm not going to pretend that it's just a Chinese thing, but in China it is a very important thing. And if you're coming to China to teach English and you're thinking about staying for a few years, and you're thinking about maybe changing jobs, or you're looking for extra work or whatever, these relationships are income. And you just never know when one of these people is going to message you and say, hey, can you teach my friend? Or, hey, can you check this essay for me? Or, hey, can you recommend a friend and I'll give you some commission, or whatever it is. And speaking of recommending people, iCloud has been playing up. So if you've sent me an email, there's a couple of people I haven't been able to reply to them. So don't give up. It's going to be resolved quickly, I'm pretty sure. Like, Apple's a huge company. I've got full confidence in them. But yeah, like, if you're coming to China for the first time, it can be a bit unnerving, or it can be a bit strange to sort of like have people coming up to you saying, hey, can I get your WeChat? And yeah, there's like, I could give so many examples of where it was strange or where it was awkward, but I'll give a couple. I'll just give a couple of recent ones. So I was in this place called Binhai, which is like the port area of Tianjin. It's like one of the biggest ports in China. It's a very important place. It's the port of Beijing. And I was sitting out the front of a convenience store on a stone block, and I was eating a couple of sandwiches, because that's my typical lunch. I'll just go to a convenience store, grab a couple of sandwiches. It doesn't take long to buy them. I guess they're mainly sugar, but you know, it's what I like to do. You know, it's who I am. And I swim every day, but you can probably say I'm still a little bit fat. I mean, penguins swim every day as well. I've never seen a penguin with a six-pack, but anyway. I was, you know, eating my lunch, and this lady walked past me, and she's, you know, young lady, youngish, you know, like in her 30s, and she's wearing a mask, and she stared at me for a long time, and I was kind of like, oh, you know, like, this is a bit strange, you know, because I know I'm not Brad Pitt, you know, like, I was like, why is this lady looking at me? And then she came back, and she said, you know, like, I'm looking for an English teacher. Like, are you an English teacher? And I said, yeah, I got a WeChat. Now, nothing's come of that, but you never know. I mean, there could be like a big job that comes out of that. Another example is I was eating out the front of this restaurant, and this lady, she's like a Korean Chinese lady in her 50s. She said, I want to add your WeChat, you know, can I add your WeChat? And normally I'm kind of like, this is a bit strange, you know, but then I realized, like, this lady owns the restaurant, like, this is a big restaurant. I accepted a WeChat. She sent me a message a couple of days ago. Can you teach my son English? Okay, so can you teach him IELTS? And you know, like my university semester has just come to an end, and I do have a little bit of time. So even something like that, like in a restaurant situation, on the street, whatever, be open to it, because that may lead to something. It may lead to a lot of fun, like it may lead to being invited to something, and it may also lead to a little bit of work. So it's all very well to kind of be suspicious, be on guard, be wary because you're in a foreign country, but especially, you know, once your Chinese is good enough so that you can sort of say like, you know, I'm a foreigner, I'm a teacher, all this kind of basic stuff, that can, you know, lead to so many different things. Now, I know that most of my viewers are people that have either lived in China or are planning on living in China, or like are living in China right now. So if you've had any funny experiences with this kind of thing, let me know, because yeah, we're all busy, we're all getting older, people have their lives to live, people have their families, and you know, we don't have as much time as we used to have, like, I guess, conventional friends. So when somebody leaves a comment and kind of says something like, hey, this happened to me, that happened to me, I love it, you know, like, it's awesome, it's what this is about. And yeah, I hope everybody's well. And if you have sent me a message about being a teacher in China, if that's something you're interested in, Apple's getting onto it, and try my other email as well. So my other email is at utaz.com, so that's like a university email I used to have. So yeah, try that as well. So yeah, hope everyone's having a great 2023, and that's it.